On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. But you look at this defense, and they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. In motion left goes a tight end. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, we both know there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And they've got it run across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Stroud sets up the play action. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
9th play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? Stroud out of the gun here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll run for the first time with Amari DiMercado, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And his throw here is incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first. And now this is it. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Murray going to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Murray again. And that is incomplete here.
trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, shot.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. The Texans at 3-6 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvanize themselves and go forward and get a win in this one.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. That pass complete to Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Murray's throw complete to McBride. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Murray to air it out again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Amari DiMercado, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Cardinals 10, Texans nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
Had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been... This first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. With it is Brown. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that 1st quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the 2nd quarter. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. He'll get this to DeMercado. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! Amari DeMercado with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me minute.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Now Brown. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. It's brought in by Wilson. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
And the Cardinal first down.
First down, Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Wilson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point good by Prater. And the route is on here in this first half.
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Warrior 70. Ready.
Now Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Omaha, 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 Omaha.
They run the option on second down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. A run, it's DeMercado. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Amari DeMercado with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Desmond King to return it from his end zone.
Desmond King on the return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this tap.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The give is to DeMercado. They juked him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
2nd and 7.
At the 25-yard line.
A give up the middle to Carter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. Naturally so, the defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
Stroud on third down now. He'll let this go deep for Collins. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet, and the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense. And
now here is another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
85 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's DeMercado. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running, DeMercado. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On the ground, it's DeMercado. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that...
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Cards continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, Texans nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. L.J. Collier just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it, yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's DeMercado. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
But he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Tackled by Jonathan Grenard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, this is Singletary. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ready.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running back's trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, break. Panther 11, Panther 11, go.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, to throw them